Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another I didn't know I had to do drug court, Your Honor, and I forgot I was facing life episode of Lockdown 23 and 1. I apologize if the intro is a little rusty, man. I am sick today. Hopefully we can make it through this video in one piece. But either way, today we're jumping back into a Texas courtroom to witness the Honorable Judge Boyd sentence a defendant for an aggravated robbery case. Turns out he had quite a bit of chances. But today, if he's on my channel, chances are his chances ran dry. First, before we do that, as always, if you're new to the channel and enjoy all things lockup and crime related, then this is where you want to be. Hit that like, subscribe, notification bell before you leave, and check out my beautifully assorted playlist with many more videos for you to start watching today.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hello. All right, so are we ready to proceed on this motion?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, have you done a trial court certification?
You know, I did not on the side.
All right.
Little awkward silence here.
Your Honor, may I just say, I just want to thank you for the privilege and opportunity to be before you and have this matter resolved. And I thank you for the previous opportunity that you had given me. And I especially want to thank you for when you said it. If you have any problems to come back to the court, I'm just glad to get this resolved today.
All right, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow, this defendant's words is quite delightful. A sweet aroma to my ears. The Honorable Judge Boyd might just cut this guy a break.
It's just a second.
Right.
That means you have no right to appeal the judge's decision, right?
Correct.
So sign right there.
That's scary. He's signing right now a piece of paper that says you have no right to appeal what the judge does. So that means whatever happens, he has to live with it. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. If the meal ticket's to prison, better start packing your bunk. That bluebird's on its way. And the bluebird in some states is considered to be the prison boss.
All right, the court is calling 2019 CR 12887, State of Texas versus Ross Kuko. Can I have the parties announced for the record for the state?
Jason Garahan, Your Honor.
Defense.
Meredith Chacon for the defendant, Your Honor.
And are you Mr. Kuko?
I am, Your Honor.
All right, are you the same? I'm sorry, did you have a chance to review the motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you the same Ross Kuko who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2019 CR 12887 for the offense of aggravated robbery on May 27, 2021 for a period of 8 years and extended for a period of 2 years? Is that you?
That is me, Your Honor.
All right, state.
Now, quick little learning lesson. A lot of y'all might hear the words deferred adjudication. What exactly does that mean? It's pretty much probation, but let me give you the Google term for it. In Texas, deferred adjudication is a probationary program that allows a defendant to avoid a formal conviction if they successfully complete the period of probation, which of course includes specific terms and conditions. If the terms are met, then the court dismisses the charges. However, violating the conditions can lead to a conviction and sentencing. So keep in mind, he was already sentenced to deferred adjudication, which, like I said, is a second chance. And what I've noticed about the Honorable Judge Boyd is she'll give you a chance. But if you mess it up, man, oh man, look, you don't want to mess it up. The amount of years I've seen people get gets me a little dizzy. So I try to avoid that conversation. But either way, like I said, his words are sweet smelling to my ears. The judge might cut his verbiage some slack.
Yes, Your Honor. Violating condition number 49 on or about the 25th day of March 2024 in Bear County, Texas. The defendant lost, so then there refused to basically failed to comply with the rules and regulations of felony drug court in violation of condition number 49.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 49, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to life in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 49?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find violation of condition number 49 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
No, there's not, Your Honor.
State, what are you requesting?
Revocation.
Defense, what are you requesting?
Your Honor, my client would like to ask that you consider sending him either to ISF, which was the original plan when he came before you before, or he has found another program he wanted to talk to you about. his understanding, I guess I can do this by question and answer, but his understanding when he went to sign the paperwork at felony drug court was that you had told him at the last hearing that if he found something better or there was anything he needed from you, that he could come back and ask. So he told them he'd rather go to ISF and thought he was coming back here to ask you for ISF. So technically he did not sign, but he wanted to be able to address you about that. If I could ask him just a couple of questions.
Sure, but before we do that, I will tell you that this is his one. Let's see. This is his fourth motion to revoke.
Yes,
All right, you can raise your right hand.
Fourth motion to revoke. That means this is his fourth violation. And look, I've been through the probationary period and got violated numerous times. I thought I could shuck and jive, do what I wanted, and play the system as I pleased. Think the f again, my friends. You'll go straight to Himtown, Smokeville, USA, man. Look, you better follow all those rules and regulations. Because look, the first time they might give you 6 months like they did me. The second violation, they might give you another 6 months like they did me. Third, fourth, and fifth chances are guaranteed you're going back to prison. He was sentenced to 8 years, but I guess the crime carries up to life. So essentially, the judge could give him life in prison today. That's absolutely terrifying to me, man. And this dude just said, yeah, I'm guilty. It's because he is. There ain't no running from it. There's no evidence to bring in the courtroom to say, yeah, you know, I was just a little confused. It doesn't matter. You got to do what the court tells you to do. Whether you're confused or not, you better not leave that office until you figure it out. As soon as you leave that office without doing any kind of tests, if the PO wants to report you for one way or another, they can. And then, like this guy, you're going to be put in front of the judge and your life is in their hands. All because he didn't follow a drug program, man. That's it. And he's back in court facing 8 to life. That's like insanity to me, man. This dude's a damn idiot. Chances are he's had so many chances that he thinks nothing's going to happen to him.
I solemnly swear affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
My name is Ross Kuko.
All right, defense.
Mr. Kuko, you understand that when you were here previously on a motion to revoke, you were ordered and agreed to go to felony drug court, correct?
And yes, and that was
Okay.
a great privilege, and I take it very seriously. The privilege of being able to do that.
Okay, so then when you went to felony drug court and you did your appointment to get everything set up to start there, what was the reason you would not sign the paperwork?
Well, because it's a very intensive program, and I just felt at that time that I'd love the opportunity still to do it, but I don't feel like I was given a shot out of the gate. I wanted to be able to have transitional before. I just wasn't ready yet.
This guy's done for, man. He said that the program was just too strenuous for him. Wean himself off slowly, whatever, you know, do it at his own pace. Is that even the right word, wean? The database in the memory bank, you know, sometimes throws things out, but they're not sure. Either way, this guy said, well, look, I'll definitely do it now. Of course you will, bro. You're facing 8 to life. That damn program don't seem too strenuous now, does it?
For the drug program just yet.
So what makes you ready today for a different kind of drug program or the ISF that you're asking for?
Well, it's you got to forgive me. I'm nervous because the life in prison,
Yeah.
that floors me. I'm in a situation where I know the gravity
It floors me too, bro. I'm not even in there.
my situation, you know, and I just want to have my words correct.
What he's saying, Your Honor, is he had a perfect speech laid out, but he totally forgot that he's facing life. And that caused him to forget everything he was going to say. Man, this is sad.
I feel like I need program. I need to. There's a Restoration House Ministries. It's on the east side, and Pastor Mark Blair is a.
Okay, let me just stop you now. So we're going to get to the crux of the situation.
Oh, no.
I ordered you to felony drug court.
Yes, Your Honor.
That's where I ordered you. And my orders specifically state, if you were not accepted into felony drug court, then you would be sent to ISF. So you were accepted into felony drug court. So that means you are not going to ISF. People don't get to write their own programs. So
Well,
where we are now,
Yes, ma'am.
and what I will tell you, what I tell everybody is I tell everybody, if there's an issue with your probation, you can always come back to the court and ask. Your issue with probation is not, I ordered you into felony drug court. felony drug court accepts you and you decide, this program is too difficult for me, I'm not ready for it, so I'm going to do something else.
I know it sounds very juvenile, right? You know, the courts take the time to set him up for this program, get him lined up, set everyone in motion. He gets into office and messes things up, decides he don't want to do the program and do things his own way. Look, imagine how much stress and inconvenience it would be to the courts, not to mention the taxpayer's wallet, if people just kept on doing this stuff over and over again. They'd have to come back and forth to court over and over again because they just want to do their own program. No, the judge is guaranteed, even though this seems like a minor situation, it's big, you know, when it comes down to the process and order of things.
The issue with probation is not, I ordered you into felony drug court accepts you and you decide, this program is too difficult for me, I'm not ready for it, so I'm going to do something else.
Your Honor, if I may,
Sure.
I asked, as to make the final signings to go through with the drug court, I was under the impression I had the opportunity of either or. It was I even asked them, I said, man, can I just take the ISF because I'm not ready for this rigorous program just yet. Restoration House Ministries.
You are not going to Restoration House Ministries. That's off the table.
Okay, Your Honor. Well, I was under the impression of having either or. And so if I do still have the privilege to go to drug court.
No, that ship has sailed.
Oh, no.
I was told, Your Honor.
Look, when Your Honor says the ship has sailed, man, the only thing showing up now is that prison boss.
As I was about to sign, then I had the choice of either or. So I don't feel like I've made a mistake. I did plead guilty because I was told that that's what I needed to do just now. But Your Honor, you have 100% truthful. Right? If you could ask the ladies there at drug court, I had asked them plainly.
All right, so this is what I want you to understand. I ordered you to go to felony drug court. The order was, if you were not accepted into felony drug court, then ISF. You were accepted into felony drug court and you told them you didn't want to go. And you just stated that felony drug court was too difficult for you and you were not in the right mind frame to do felony drug court. You want to do some other program. What I'm telling you is I made my order and I expect for people to follow my orders. If everybody could write their own program, your attorney would not have a job, the state wouldn't have a job because everybody would be doing beautifully. Obviously, you can't write your own program because if you could, you wouldn't be before me on a motion to revoke where you knew you were looking at potentially life in prison. And I've heard a motion to revoke from you before, because this is my handwriting. And it was a violation of condition number 2. And I ordered, deny, alternate amend conditions to refer to felony drug court. If not accepted into felony drug court, then state ISF.
And that's
And
why
that's where we are.
Yes, Your Honor. That's why I thought that I had the opportunity to choose. I was not under the impression in any which way that if I said I do not want to take this drug court, that I would be in this situation where I'm feeling like I'm in trouble.
You are in trouble.
Because I had no clue that that's what I was choosing at the moment.
All right, so this is what the court is going to do. The court is finding violation of condition number 49 true. The court is going to grant the motion and find you guilty. Does anyone wish to speak to punishment?
State's requesting 8 years.
Defense?
Judge, I would ask that you sentence on the lower end of the scale. Clearly, this was not the strongest ag robbery, or they would have offered him a stiffer plea bargain to begin with. And so anywhere south of the 8 years, I do believe he had a misunderstanding. I was not the attorney on either of the previous appearances nor the original plea, so I cannot speak to what was explained to my client, but I did explain to him this morning that not signing the paperwork was in fact a refusal and that he could explain to you why that happened. So I would just ask that you give him credit for his time that he has served and give him on the lower end of the sentence.
All right, and probation, has he paid restitution to, or was restitution ever determined for Crystal Simpson?
I think he might get
What
life.
the court is going to do. The court is finding you guilty The court is not going to grant, well, you're not eligible for community supervision. The court is going to revoke you, sentence you to 8 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon, and there's to be no contact with Crystal, Crystal Simpson. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, because this is not a plea bargain agreement, you have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal is as it relates to the allegation in the motion, not the fact that you are on deferred adjudication. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
And because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor. May I speak?
Sure.
Your Honor, I had no idea that I was choosing.
Okay, let me just tell you, that ship has sailed.
Oh,
Everybody knows they have choices. You were given
I asked
felony
him.
drug court.
I
So,
asked him.
all right.
I said clearly, can I?
learn from his mistakes, all right? He had chance after chance. He didn't even bring back a fresh crime. All he did was not sign up and follow through with the drug program. And now he's going to prison for 8 long years of his life.
Can I take the ISS? I'm not trying to argue with you. I just want you to know that I had no, I did not know.
All right, thank you. The court is
Oh,
calling.
no. That's a wrap though, ladies and gentlemen. I gotta go. This cold as the day progresses is getting worse. I can barely breathe out my nose right now. But one thing's for sure, 2 things for certain. 1, don't get on probation to begin with. Walk that straight and narrow. And number 2, if you happen to get on probation, man, you better follow the rules and regulations or you'll be going to prison. Homeboy tried to play the game the way he wanted to and he found out real quick. Probation is the furthest thing from a game. Your life is at risk. And I think after years of being out there on probation, going back and forth, people tend to forget that. Until the next time though, ladies and gentlemen, if you're new to the channel and enjoy, hit that like, subscribe, notification bell before you leave. And more importantly than anything, y'all be easy, be safe, and stay free.